Alright, so I at least have the other camera going now, so we should be able to see what happened. That was a bummer. That was a wild ride, that last session. It's still wet. It has rained since the last time I was out on track, so it's not like it's going to be nice and dry by any means. But I think there will be a little less standing water, which I would appreciate. Just a little bit. I know some others would appreciate it, but I'm hoping that we can at least get the track cleaned up and dried up by tomorrow, so that we have some good track time. Because while the December event is a hard session to be super competitive and you know, really chase lap time in because of the weather, and more often than that the track condition, I would like a chance at putting down some fast laps and seeing how the suspension feels and stuff like that before I go into the off season. I do have a pretty strong feeling though that the clutch is going, because it was hard to tell with that. It was hard to tell with how slippery it was, but it felt like it was slipping to me. So I think it's gonna only get worse tomorrow. We'll see. Hopefully it at least lasts, but we'll see. Alright, so assuming this session the track is in similar condition, meaning still really wet and a little sketchy, we're just going to go for safe, predictable laps, play with the car on the wet lines and see how it feels, and try to, what I'd love to do is I'd love to get to the point where I'm starting to slide it a little bit, but not a scary amount, because one of the things when the conditions are this way, as I mentioned in the previous session, it's really easy to go from having grip to no grip, and by no grip I mean literally you're backwards, not meaning you're starting to slide, but snap oversteer, or a four-wheel drift that you have no control over. But either way, what I would love to do is get to the point where I'm playing with that grip rather than trying to essentially prevent it from happening, which is what I felt like I did in the first session. I mean, I definitely allowed it to slide around a little bit, but compared to normal, I was far more concerned with making sure it didn't do that and I crashed than I was having fun with it. Yeah, see, these conditions are much better. It's still very wet, but the wetness is damp. Like, you can see the grain of the road, where the previous the previous sessions were like that out there, where it was legitimately shiny. So this should be a lot more entertaining, but still very, very slippery. Ooh, boy. Not scary at all. Not scary at all. This car likes the rain. Not scary at all. Woo! Woo, boy, that is slippery. Don't get carried away, Kevin. Don't get carried away. This is not the track day for it. Oh, boy! Wow, the grip on the braking zone on the back straightaway is pretty good. This part's slippery. Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna try a much wider line through here. I'm getting a lot of wheel spin mid-corner, so I'm gonna try to, yeah, more of a hook. It's still pretty slippery right there. But you know, one of the things when you're on the wet, or in the wet, is play around with your line choice, see what works better. So like here, you know, I'm still getting that slip on the exit of the corner. Stay off the curb, Kevin. You don't need it. There you go. Look at that. You stay off the curb. You guys know me. I love my curbs. Alright. Patience, patience. Straighten, straighten. There we go. Woo, boy. Wheels in, wheels in. Woo, boy, this new asphalt's not too bad. That old stuff, though, is slippery. Alright, stay off the inside curb. Alright, let's try the S's again. Gentle, gentle. A lot more cautious. Braking a straight line. There we go. Look at that. Look at that. Alright, now remember, this is a lot more slippery than it looks. So be smart. Right there's the slippery spot. Brake. Turn in. Yeah, smooth, baby, smooth. Alright, this is slick, so remember not to hook it right there at the end. Transition. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. That's the way I like it. Yeah, there we go. We're getting smooth. Oh yeah, let's see. Alright, let's go a little deeper into the brake zone here. Alright, been braking it. Alright, well, okay. There, yep, and no at the same time. There was a lot of nope, and then a little bit of yes right at the end. Woo! And then a lot more nope right at the very end. I need to really learn how to slow down my hands in the rain. Oh my gosh, traction control, you're my savior. It's so nuts how slippery some of these sections of the track still are. It's literally like hitting ice. I got all discombobulated. Okay, let's stay a little wider here than I have been. So we can be a little straighter right there. I like it. And then let's brake. Straight line. Stay off the curb. Smooth as butter. Oh, not a whole lot of braking. That is so slippery. I need to try an inside to outside approach there. That felt good though. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for the dry though. The brakes feel so good. So one of the tricks with managing wet that I'm learning is really about RPM. So like, you can carry a decent amount of momentum. You just have to watch the torque because you break the tires loose. I hate this part of the track right now. This is typically a pretty fun part of the track for me because I have a lot of confidence in the car, and all that confidence is completely gone right now. It's like, how slow can I drive this? Like, even that speed, I can feel the rear of the car sliding around. It's trying to break loose on me. Alright. That's so much better. try a little offline on the braking. Yeah, there we go. It's still flying around, but it's real. It doesn't feel like it's gonna kill me. Oh, she don't like that. Oh, I hate that part of the track. It's so slippery right now. My car in that corner just don't have an agreement. I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like it's getting darker. And raining harder probably, which isn't a good sign. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. That corner is so scary in the wet. Because you know all it takes is losing grip and you're done. You're in that wall. And you know, I have a lot of faith in this car in the dry, but so much less in the wet. Thank you, traction control. I appreciate it. You're my savior. Yes, we're definitely getting warm rain. Son of a bitch! Oh, too much. Alright. Jump on, baby. Jump on, Betsy. I don't know who is driving this Mercedes E-Class wagon, but damn, I'm impressed. This dude's having some fun. My man. Or female, whatever. My lady, my man, that doesn't work. My man works. That was fun. That's so crazy, like that weather is just bonkers. I can't even imagine trying to race in that or try to actually go fast. Just to give you a perspective on how much slower we're going, in addition to the fact of, the obvious 30-second slower lap time, I've only burned through less than half a tank of fuel in 2 sessions. I normally have to drop like 6+ gallons of fuel in between every session. So, we definitely are not pushing things hard.